And now we're going to kick it over to Hideki Kamiya, who's going to announce Beautiful Joe 3 and Okami 2 and Bayonetta versus Devil May Cry. Co-directed by Hideaki Itsuno. It's going to be great. Everyone watch these trailers. Okay, so I am currently waiting for the Capcom E3 showcase to begin. I am obviously pretty excited for this, but I also don't... I'm trying to temper my expectations because I feel like they can't show anything too big. It's... What I would love to see is that Resident Evil game that's rumored for the Switch that may or may not be Revelations 3 starring Rebecca. I would love to see a new Ace Attorney game get mentioned, because it's been years since they said even anything about it. DLC for Village I think is fairly unlikely, but I don't know why they would be talking about it otherwise. So I think this is going to be a fairly strange press conference. I guess we will just have to wait and see what they've got planned. A collection of Ace Attorneys 4, 5, and 6 for like PS4 and Switch and stuff, I think would be pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. They're going to talk about the Great Ace Attorney, which, I mean, I'm going to buy. I don't really need to see a whole conference about it. Monster Hunter, yeah, there's just it's so weird. Obviously, my greatest expectation is something that I always want every year, but we will never see, is two things: something Dead Rising related and Beautiful Joe 3. But I know that neither of those are ever going to happen. Man, this is a sick-ass logo. That was really good looking.
Welcome to the Capcom E3 Showcase. I'm your host, Rachel Cuervo,
I want that big Capcom
Seltzer,
sign.
and I'll be your guide
I want
as we
that in
walk
my
through the latest releases,
in my room.
news, and updates from Capcom.
So no offense, I've never heard of this lady.
I should be from the world of Monster Hunter and get the latest on
I should be hosting this.
Then we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village. The Resident Evil franchise continues to pioneer the latest and greatest
I'm expecting something from
horror.
Reverse.
The team has been blown away by the response to Resident Evil Village, which launched last month. It brought the world another chapter in this decades-long story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. I'm honored to be able to introduce Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village, with a special message for the fans.
This is going to be nothing. It's going to be, hey, maybe we're going to be making some DLC. Because I guarantee there's no DLC being made currently.
Where's Rose? She's everything to me.
Some spoilers going on here, jeez.
I think it's time you left things in my hands.
I think a Chris DLC would be great. Like, see what he was doing behind the scenes when you didn't see him in the game. Like him and the Wolf Pack Squad, or whatever their stupid name was. That would be the best DLC, I think, in my opinion.
My name is Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's played since we launched the game in May. We hope you're enjoying this new chapter in survival horror.
Oh, I am.
As a reminder, everyone who purchases Resident Evil Village will gain free access to our online multiplayer title, Resident Evil Reverse, where players go head-to-head with their favorite Resident Evil heroes and bioweapons. I'm now happy to announce that Resident Evil Reverse will go live next month across all supported platforms. So head into the fray to celebrate the Resident Evil 25th anniversary.
What else we got? That's it. Here's a game that came out last month. Go play it. By popular demand. Uh-oh. Oh boy. That's it. Yeah, that's all we're getting. Oh, that stinks.
Thank you, Kanda-san, for that wonderful update. Next up, some long-awaited news from the world of Monster Hunter. Whether it's adventuring alongside monsters or battling them with friends, we've got something for you.
Also, I don't know how long
First,
this is
let's
going to be. I
dive
mean,
into
it's
the
been
brand
3
new
minutes and they're
story-based
already done
RPG
with
entry
Village.
to the series.
I went there to see Red's old monstie again.
Monstie Hunter.
That's when I met you.
This looks like Breath of the Wild.
He needs to know that you will protect him no matter what.
I can sense
Oh, look at that
the
little
flames
guy.
of
He's
his
cute.
life force weakening.
Surely you can groove with fellow humans.
They have the power
That's
of kinship.
certainly a voice
They're
that they went
friends.
with.
They're monsties.
You can
We must
groove with
carry the strength of
humans.
Everyone they meet.
Okay, move on, please. I think I'm done. I'm done with this stuff. Move on to stuff that I care about.
As one of the new
I haven't played
monsties
Rise
in
yet. I
the
should
first
probably
free
do
title
that.
update coming soon after the game's release.
Because
You
World
can get an early
ruled.
peek at the game with the Monster
I would
Hunter
love to
Stories
play- I would love to
2,
see how the
Wings of
RE engine
Ruin
looks on the
trial
Switch.
version, starting on June 20th.
And I'd also like to see
which
how the
also
RE
carries your
engine runs on the
progress over to
Switch
the
via
full game
Revelations
release just a
3,
few weeks later
which
on
they're going to
July
show
9th.
right
That's not
now.
the only way to join the hunt.
Okay, so they're doing like cross promotions. Oh. Give me a Frank West costume and I will buy the game instantly. Nah, so it's just crossover between the two games. That's alright. But it said Capcom Collab 1, which leaves the door open for more Capcom collabs. In World, you can dress your guide or whatever her name was as like Chun-Li, and you can get like a Mr. X costume. So yeah, I'd like to see more of that, please. Capcom Collab 2, what was that? Go back,
Has never
run that
been a better
back.
time to be a Monster Hunter fan. We can't wait to hear about your own stories of adventure.
She doesn't have to smile
That's not
that
the
much.
only thing Capcom has in store for us this July. Fans of Phoenix Wright
Oh.
will have new chapters to explore with the release of the Great
Oh my
Ace
God.
Attorney Chronicles. North American and European
wait.
future attorneys will finally be able to get their hands on the Great
What is
Ace
this?
Attorney Adventures and the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, which were previously only available in Japan. You'll travel
Did they
back in
announce the
time to
second one?
late 19th century
I don't remember it
Japan
being called
and
the Great
London
Ace Attorney
to play
Chronicles,
as
but I could
Ryunosuke
be wrong.
Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor. in
They
this
just got me
action-packed
really
prequel.
excited.
Now let's hear more about the story.
So then, let us unravel this mystery.
I am pretty excited about this. And this looks great. This also is a perfect example of like, look, you just put this game on here. So there's no reason you couldn't put Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice on here.
I will become a lawyer. I have to.
Maybe Apollo Justice would have more trouble, but yeah.
So then, let us unravel this mystery.
Dude, if they announce after this, they're like, not only that, we're bringing Miles Edgeworth Investigations 1 and 2 to the Nintendo
We must
Switch.
solve this case, Naruhodo-san.
Let us engage in the art of deduction. Mr. Naruhodo.
This isn't fully voice acted, right? Because I don't know if I would like that. I like going at my own pace in these games.
It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense demands its right to a cross-examination.
Oh, interesting. This is different. Yeah, I didn't know anything about this jury stuff. That's really cool. That's a good way to switch up the way that the game like plays.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
Damn, he looks like a Castlevania character.
You're the best lawyer in the world.
I mean, that's the thing with Ace Attorney 7 is that if they bring it to the console, they have to really switch up how Ace
So
Attorney
we have
plays.
10 new cases and 8 mini escapades where you can take on the role of a defense attorney.
Escapades,
Now,
huh?
we all want to see some gameplay, right? Let's take a closer first look
do
at
we?
2 gameplay features new to the franchise in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
I don't know
Dance
if
of
this is a
Deduction
great thing for like
and
E3s to
Summation
show off a visual
Examination.
novel. I mean, Ace Attorney is one of my favorite
Hello,
series,
I'm
and
Jonathan, Capcom's marketing brand manager.
you know, I'm just
Great Ace
saying,
Attorney
maybe not great to show off a
So
visual
this
novel.
is the capital of Great Britain.
Sholmes, that's so good.
Series of conjectures.
His name's Herlock Sholmes. That's Capcom stealing a quote from Sonic Colors. No copyright law in the universe is gonna stop me. Even though I'm pretty sure Sherlock Holmes is in the public domain. Oh, so this is interesting. This is more like, yeah. So this is actually probably... I'd be more excited about this than if they brought 4, 5, and 6 to a... what do you call it? On a collection. Because this is stuff I've never seen before. Okay, so I think we're good now. I think we can move on from the Great Ace Attorney, I think. Their target audience, I'm just going to assume they're streaming this directly just to me. I'm sold. I already have this pre-ordered.
Their progress will be displayed,
you know, I'm going to buy it.
By 2
so
scales
move
of
on.
justice, one black, representing a guilty verdict.
Oh, because yeah, there's no way that they don't do that in this game, where like one of the jurors is the murderer.
And persuade the jury to help prove your client's innocence.
I'm calling it now. One of the jurors is a murderer.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
They've done it with the prosecutor as a murderer. They've done the detective's a murderer. They're gonna do juror as murderer.
To get this game in the hands of both new fans and diehard fans.
Yeah, pretty pumped to play that.
Thanks for watching.
That's a look at the new premieres from Capcom. But what about esports? Let's close out today's showcase with a few words from two
don't
of the
close
stars
it
of
out
Capcom
with
Fighters,
esports.
Rob TV
Give
and
us something.
Vicious. They'll tell us what's been going on.
I mean, if
with
anything,
Capcom
they're gonna announce
esports,
Street
including
Fighter 6,
updates
but
on
don't
the
they
Capcom
still have
Pro
another
Tour, Intel
character?
World Open,
Like
Street
one
Fighter
last
League,
character in
and
Street
all
Fighter
the other
5
content
to
on
show
Capcom
off?
Fighters. Over to you guys.
Okay, so here's how you get me back. You show off the last character that there is to show off in Street Fighter 5 and make it Mike Hagar, and you've got me back.
As well as Street Fighter League, here with competitive Street Fighter 5 player and host.
What is this even for? Like, hey, Street Fighter esports is a thing. Thank you. Good night.
But now,
I can't imagine Capcom would go through all the trouble to make a presentation like this and then not end it with at least some sort of a new announcement. I really can't imagine that being a thing. And now we're going to kick it over to Hideki Kamiya, who's going to announce Beautiful Joe 3 and Okami 2 and Bayonetta versus Devil May Cry. Co-directed by Hideaki Itsuno. It's gonna be great. Everyone watch these trailers. Okay, here we go.
Thanks, guys. It's been a really exciting season so far, and I can't wait to see how this plays out on the road to Capcom.
Neither can I. What do we got?
Remember to check out Capcom Fighters' Twitch and YouTube channels for more information and to watch the latest matches.
All right, what do we got?
So that's a wrap for Capcom at E3 this year. Let's recap what we all saw.
No.
Resident Evil Village is back with the latest installment of the survival horror experience and RE-verse as part of the franchise's 25th anniversary.
Okay.
We have new adventures to embark on in the world of Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, and Monster Hunter Rise. And don't forget to go back in time with the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles to tap into the family history of Phoenix Wright
now what do
and
we
solve
got?
new
We got
cases. Finally,
Dead
don't
Rising
miss out on the
4. We're
esports
doing it
front.
over, and
Make
we're
sure
making
you
it
catch
right
the
this
latest
time.
matches with Capcom Fighters. There really is something for everyone here today.
Is there?
But don't go anywhere yet. Join the conversation on Twitter and make sure you check out the Capcom virtual booth on the E3 portal to watch all these videos again.
They're gonna get
and more.
bullied the hell out
I'm Rachel
on Twitter.
Cuervo, aka Seltzer.
Oh no, that was really
Thank you for
it.
being part of the Capcom experience at E3
No
this
way.
year.
That was it. Why would they show this? This was like. Okay, to be clear, I'm not mad. I just think it's baffling that they showed stuff that we've already known is happening, and they didn't show anything new. They didn't even they didn't even show what the DLC for Village is going to be. This is insane. Wait. Nope, that's just it. Yeah, they're gonna get bullied on Twitter. That was worse than the Square Enix presentation, which people have already been clowning on for like a day. That stunk.